All right, shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders. Salutations to Akim, pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right, so the name of this one is Reproached for His sake. Okay, reproached for His sake. All right, and this, the reproach is part of, our endeavors, all right, within the ministry, okay, because you have a lot of opposition concerning Yahweh Shai and concerning the mystery that was revealed through the Spirit and, certain other mysteries, all right, and daily Yahweh Shai is blasphemed, all right, his name, his works, and it can be quite vexing, all right, and it can be cringing at moments, all right, because we know this thing to be pure. We know the mysteries that were revealed are pure, all right, and the Lord is faithful towards his word, and I'm saying all that to say, of course, this is a part of our affliction, okay, but moreover, the Lord is going to appeal towards our favor, okay? All right, because we stuck with this thing, all right? We stuck with this saying, the mysteries and these things that he promised that he would reveal to us in the latter times when he raised us up, all right? So again, just a few precepts, Lord willing, this is edifying, pretty simple, brothers catching hell for the sake of Yahweh Shai, all right, having to, listen to these people open their mouths when they really don't know anything. We have to deal with that and deal with that burden, or be, at least carry that burden as well, so being a friend to Yahweh Shai, is the most, how can I say, the afflictions that come with it is going to definitely reveal whether or not you're a friend or not, because it's a saying, when ish hits the fan, are you still a fan? All right, I believe that was from a song from the guy Kendrick Lamar. But, the saying is true. When stuff hits the fan, will you still be a fan? All right. And within all that we're going through, all right, we're being tested and proved, as the scriptures say, you have to prove a friend, you have to prove a friend. I believe that's in Sirach, the 6th chapter, and that's simply what Yahweh Shai is doing with us, as we got to endure and hear all this blasphemy and daily. This is daily. You turn on the social media, especially on the social media platforms, you turn them on and it's just all sorts of weird doctrines and people just, talking, but really not having a clue where they affirming, but this is 1 Corinthians 4:9. All right. It says, for I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last, all right, as it were appointed to death. All right. And just imagine that the mindset of the apostles, knowing that this thing was, they had to ride it out unto death. All right. Which really, all right, they gain eternal life. Okay. Because the Lord said he was going to raise them up in the last days. And here we are. All right. Here we are. So, a lot of those apostles, and I'm speaking as a man, have taken, their affliction and taken death at one point. And in this go around, this time being raised up at the last, as the scriptures say, some shall not taste of death, So just want to point out the mindset, they had to have a strong mindset and a will to do the Lord's will. All right. Being convinced. Okay. And having joy in these mysteries, the spirit, the things that people can't fathom, which we witness on a daily basis, that these people can't get the understanding, but we can, you know, and they fought that much more, you know, being that they had, you know, a certain weight on them, like, you know, the imminent death, you know, for speaking the truth. Okay. And the truth is, we make ourselves a prey when we hold on to these sayings, which is fine. It's perfectly fine, because our power is greater than anybody. All right. Our power in heaven is greater than anybody. All right. Who stands against us, especially in these times. All right. It says, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, which is pretty much a prerequisite. Okay. It's a prerequisite. All right. For gaining or receiving that glory. All right. If we hold on to receive that reward and endure until the end. Okay. For we are made a spectacle unto the world. All right. And to angels and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake. You see. And that's what people call us. They call us fools. All right. And I'm going to read in the NLT. I'm going to just finish these few verses. I'm going to go back up. It says, we are fools for Hamashiach's sake. All right. But ye are wise in Hamashiach. And that's true. Okay. We are wise in Hamashiach. We're not reprobate. Okay. We got the fear of the Lord. All right. We love the Lord. We do the work to the best of our ability, you know, and because we're called to do so. All right. We've entered into the light, and, you know, we're routing out those perfect works, Lord willing, you know. And again, you know, Yahweh Shai is the author of our faith, you know. So again, he's the one that's helping bring forth the righteousness through certain afflictions, through certain things that we have to go through, you know, our endeavors. Okay. And that's really, you know, staying 10 toes down for him, you know, because he got so much opposition, man. And it really hurts my feelings, man, because, you know, as he said, man, you know, these are pure words. So of course it makes you mad. It vexes you that people would come at Yahweh Shai in such a way, you know, scrutinizing his works, scrutinizing his name, whether or not that's his name or not, you know, all sorts of blasphemy. People don't even believe that he walked this earth. And it's sad because he had to endure such defamation, such pain and affliction for people nowadays to just disregard his whole sacrifice. And the world was literally waiting on his sacrifice so we can go back to being perfect again. Okay. So it's not, you know, just us, really. It's the world, you know, who's waiting for Yahweh Shai to receive his glory, because it's a betterment. It's better for the whole world, you know. So it hurts my feelings, basically, you know. Said all of that to say, man, yeah, it hurts, you know. It says, Salakia. Right. It says, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. All right. Because we not reprobate. Okay. We understand Yahweh Shai. We know Yahweh Shai, Lord willing. All right. It says, we are weak, but ye are strong. Right. It says, ye are honorable, but we are despised. You see, we're honorable in the sight of the Lord, but despised in the sight of men. Okay. So I'm going to read it in the NLT. All right. Because it says, what, even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst and are naked and are buffeted and have no certain dwelling place. Right. That's right. And that's true for all the prophets. You see, and people get mad because they want us to, you know, fill these shoes of this pseudo fake, you know, caricature of a prophet, or what a prophet's supposed to be according to modern standards. All right. And we don't care about modern standards. You know, we have the scriptures for, for witness. Okay. And within the scriptures, man, it tell you that a lot of prophets were hard men. They were austere. People didn't like them. You know, people were afraid of them. People always, they wanted to kill the prophets. Imagine that. Okay. So, of course, the prophets of old would meet none of the requirements for, you know, their modern, what they deem as modern. All right. So the hell with the world. All right. So 1 Corinthians 4:9 says, instead, I sometimes think God has put us apostles on display like prisoners of war at the end of a victor's parade, condemned to die. All right. We have become a spectacle to the entire world, to people and angels alike. And again, this is a prerequisite. All right. Because what it says, what beautiful are the souls of those of the saints that perish, or something like that. Man, it's been a while since I read that, you know, and the Lord looks at that as beautiful, man. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. I can. Let me see. Because the Lord said it, man. You know, He said it. You know, beautiful is the death of His saints, or some to the extent of that. You know. Let's see, man. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Well, this one. Let me see. That ain't the one I wanted. This one say Psalm 68:20. It says, "He that is our God." This ain't it though. Is the God of salvation, and unto God, the Lord Yahweh, belong the issues of death. All right. And so, for the most part, you know, the prophets dying, all right, that was all sanctioned by the Lord. Okay. You know, I think it says, "Beautiful is the death of His saints in the eyes of the Lord." Okay. Well, since I can't find it, I'm not going. You know, I'm not going to dwell on it. Let's see. Yeah, so I can't find it. So Salakia. But let's continue. So, you know, and the Lord has us in this position for a reason, you know, of course, for testing us. Okay. Testing our grit, and really testing our loyalty, our love, you know. Verse 11, it says, "Even now we go hungry and thirsty." All right. And it says, "And we don't have enough clothes to keep warm. We are often beaten and have no home." All right. And then hold on. Oh, Salakia, I was supposed to read verse 10. Salakia. It says, "Our dedication to Hamashiach makes us look like fools, but you claim to be so wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but you are so powerful. You are honored, but we are ridiculed." Yep. So let's go ahead. Let's continue. All right. So Second Ezra 15, and I'm gonna read it from my scriptures because I don't want to lose my place on that app. So 2 Ezra 15:1. Well, I'm right here. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord." All right, because that's what we're commanded to do. We're commanded to, teach and to warn people what was said aforetime, for the times that we live in. All right, you know, prophecy to say before. All right, that's all prophecy means. Okay, it says, "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." All right, and these things are pure. Okay, these things are pure. Okay, these things are not lying, as we see, you know, the Lord's prophecy coming to pass, is speaking, and it's being made manifest in the world. It's being made evident. It's being made clear that this is the Lord that's doing all these things. All right. It says, "Fear not." And here's the point. It says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." Okay. Because everybody got their imaginations. Okay. Everybody got their doctrines, their own truth. Okay. But there's only one truth, you see. But it says what? It says, "Let not the incredulity," their disbelief, all right, their sheer disbelief, okay, of them trouble thee that speak against thee, right? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's just as plain as it can be, all right? Just because they don't believe, as the scripture says, doesn't make the faith of God. Let me get it. This is Romans, all right? 3 and 3, and it reads, it said, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? So what if they don't believe that the name of the Lord is Yahweh Shai? All right. He revealed it unto his saints. And guess what? His saints are going to keep, they're going to keep those sayings. They're going to keep that mystery. Okay. It doesn't matter if they don't believe that he didn't, that God don't exist, or Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai don't exist, or that Yahweh Shai never walked this earth, or that he was born of a woman, and by way of a man and a woman getting together, consummating, or mating. Okay. So it says, God forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. All right. And that's what we're saying. Okay. All right. Because every man is a liar, and they speak of their own. Yahweh Shai even said that, man. All right. It says, as it is written, that you mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. And that's what's going to happen to the elect. We're going to overcome when we're judged, because we stuck to the script. All right. We're going to be justified in our sayings because we stuck to the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, even though we're taking lashes like my guy Denzel Washington from that movie Glory. You see, and he took his lashes like a OG, so to speak, Slakia. He took his lashes like a man. Okay. And same thing we're doing. All right. This is let me see, Psalm 69 and 7. And it reads this, it says, because for thy sake I have borne reproach. All right. It says, shame hath covered my face. All right. So for the Lord's sake, all right, we have borne a reproach. Okay. Why? Because we have the words of truth, and everybody's not with the words of truth. Okay. Everybody's seeking after their own. All right. And not seeking after the Lord and his truth. All right. Which is the ultimate truth. All right. It says, I am become a stranger. All right. Unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. All right. And who that sound like? That sound like Yahweh Shai, because he said what? A prophet hath not honor in his own home. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. We don't have honor in our own home. All right. They're not going to honor us and say, oh, well, that's a prophet of the Lord, or the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with that man, because they all together, all right, credit or just despise the Spirit of the Lord. You see? Okay. And really the Spirit of the Lord is coming to speak against these people. Okay. And they're not with it, So I'll continue. It says, I am become a stranger unto my brethren, and alien unto my mother's children. Hey, that happened to Jeremiah. All right. He was happy and filled with the Spirit. And when he went to go speak, I think it's Jeremiah 18 or 19, when he went to go speak to the children of Israel, all right, they reproached him, man. Okay. And he was like, he's like, hey, Lord, you tricked me. All right. You basically tricked me. I wish I can find that, man. As this is an excellent situation, Jeremiah was so pissed that he prayed against Israel, man. He was beaten. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Yeah. Well, let's go back. Psalm 69 and 9. It says, for the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. See, and that's why we get pissed when people talk their madness against the truth. Okay. Our zeal, our jealousy for the Lord and truth and purity, it eats us up. Okay. It says, "And the reproaches of them that reproached thee are fallen upon me." You see? So, hey, a servant is not greater than his master. Yahweh Shai quoted it. So we're going to catch that same hell that Yahweh Shai caught, you know? And yeah, man, rightfully so. Okay, because the servant is not greater than the master. All right. And in order to really prove that we're friends, hell, we had to go through certain afflictions, all right, to prove our loyalty. And that's simply what we're doing now, man. All right. Okay. So let's continue. All right. Verse 10, it says, "When I wept and chastened my soul with fasting, that was to my reproach. I made sackcloth also my garment, and I became a proverb to them." All right. And it's so much so the same thing for us. Okay. It says, all right. Okay. Right. It says, "They that sit in the gate speak against me, and I was the song of the drunkards." you know, and that's what, when we go out there on the highways and byways, because that's the gates. All right. That's the gates of the city, the entry of the city, man. That's where everybody at. You know, we being spoken against. Hell, somebody came up to us in a wheelchair saying that this community had a council against y'all, and y'all ain't gonna be here for too long. So we know they're speaking against us. Okay, so right, and the drunkards, we're the song of the drunkards. And we got plenty of drunk poor people that pass us, and they laugh, they scorn, they yell at us, they do all sorts of things, man. All right. But for the reproach of and that's just what we have to deal with. It says, "But as for me, my prayer is unto thee, O Lord Yahweh, in an acceptable time, O God, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me in the truth of thy salvation." Yep. And the truth of his salvation, man, is going to be placed upon us. Okay. And everybody else, really, they ain't going to have nothing to say. Okay. Because the Lord is about to really shake things up, and he's about to reveal who his chosen is. Okay. This is Isaiah 59 and 15. Really, really simple. It says, "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey." You see, and we departed from evil, all right, by taking on the Spirit, all right, or receiving the Spirit due to Yahweh Shai, his promise. Okay, so they're going to hate us, all right, and we're literally a prey to these people now, all right, because we had the truth. It says, "And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment," all right, and he saw that there was no man, and he wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness, it sustained him. All right. And we're in that situation now. Okay. The Lord is about to bring his salvation. All right. And a lot of people, their mouths are going to be stopped. Okay. And then I got two more precepts, and then we'll close out. This is Psalms 119. All right. Because through all this affliction, through all this, these scornful men, scrutinizing the truth. All right. We're going to remain, Lord willing. All right. And we're going to get the victory. He's going to appeal to our favor, not to theirs. Okay. Because we stuck with what was true, and they stuck with the lies and the seducing spirits. Okay. We know the name of the Lord is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. We know he's coming to save the children of Israel. All right. We know that he's bringing devastation and destruction to his enemies. Okay. Despite what people are saying. Okay. Because people are not speaking according to the scripture. And we know what Isaiah 8:20 says. If they speak not according to this word, it's because they have no light in them. All right. And these people do not have the light. We do. All right. That's why we are being reproached. That's why we're being made a prey. All right. And it's part of our endeavors within the ministry. Okay. And it was prophesied. All right. And it's a prerequisite. All right. For us to prove ourselves. Okay. This is Psalms 119:52. One of my favorites. It says I'll start at 49. It says, remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. All right. So through our affliction, what his word, it quickens us. It makes us alive. Okay. Despite the opposition and what they're saying. Okay. It says the proud have had me greatly in derision. All right. So we've been greatly laughed at, greatly mocked at. Okay. Yet have I not declined from thy law. You see, that's part of the endurance. Okay. And the law, biggest law right now is faith, the law of faith. Okay. Which, you know, you believe in on Yahweh Shai and you keep his words. You do as he says, not one that just listens or just hears. You know, you do what you can to the best of your ability. All right. Okay. Because this is going to, you know, seal your salvation, man. All right. As long as we endure until the end. It says, I remembered thy judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Horror hath taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. You see? All right. It says, thy statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. Okay. And this is the house of our pilgrimage. Okay. All right. America. Okay. Which this is the valley of the shadow of death. Okay. It says, I have remembered thy name, O Lord Yahweh. See, I have remembered thy name, O Lord Yahweh, in the night. And this society represents the night. Okay. And have kept thy law that I had because I kept thy precepts. You see? And hey, we keeping the Lord's law despite what's going on, despite our afflictions, and the Lord he's going to appeal to our favor soon enough. All right, and this is going to be the last one. This is Sirach chapter 6. The point. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it here. Because the scriptures say, "Prove a friend." Oh, this Hebrews 11:24, and I'm gonna go to the Ecclesiasticus 6 after this. Hebrews 11:24. It says, "By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter." All right. Okay, because he had the opportunity to live in royalty, but what he saw his brothers suffering, which is going to go to, it says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God, his brethren, all right, than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And that's practically what we chose. And we did what Moses did. We didn't choose to be called American. All right. We chose, to suffer doing this truth. All right. Suffer, as the innocent, as the elect, as the justified. Okay. We didn't choose this world, which is only going to last for a season. All right. Verse 26, it says, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater, riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. See, and we're supposed to have respect unto the recompense of Yahweh Shai's reward. Okay. And take it, take it as it is, man. All right. So Salaki, I'm gonna get this one and then I'm gonna close out. See if it come up. Here it is. All right, and this is what the Lord is doing to us. Okay, because he said, what? He said, I have called you friends. All right. A servant knoweth not what his master doeth, but I have called you friends. All right. So we friends. So we know what Yahweh Shai is. We know Yahweh Shai, and we know ultimately his will, his agenda. Verse 7, it says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. It says, and be not hasty to credit him. You see, and that's what the Lord is doing. He's proving us first. All right. And he's not being hasty to credit us, because we got to go through those afflictions. Okay. We got to go through those afflictions to be found deemed worthy. All right. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. You know, I'm gonna finish a few more. It says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion. You see, and that was Judas Iscariot. All right, the son of perdition. All right, which Esau the son of perdition as well. But guys like Judas Iscariot, who was a friend for an occasion, and then when things didn't work out, his way, he took his own life. It says, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. You see, and the Lord is looking for those that abide in the day of his trouble. Okay, and that's why we have to endure the afflictions, endure the reproach. Okay, and be as it says here, Salaki, it says, let me see. Oops. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Right. So, hey, the Lord is looking for those to abide, who is going to abide in the day of trouble. All right. And who, because when it comes down to it, they're going to try and test our faith and what we believe in. And hey, at this point, we already, said what we said, and we stand on what we say, and we can't take none of the words that we said back. Okay, concerning Yahweh Shai, concerning the world, concerning the wicked, concerning the righteous. All right, it's all written, So whatever affliction we have to take for what we do, we're just gonna have to deal with it, and ask the Lord to have mercy, give strength, and to see us through and bring salvation, at the end of the day, at the end of it all. Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom. All right.